Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bed Wars. Today is finally the day where I answer your questions that you submitted. Um, Thank you, first of all, for getting me to 500 subscribers. I think it's crazy that not even a year ago we were barely at 100 subs, which is just super awesome. So I kind of wanted to, I guess, thank you all and let you ask some questions about me, so you can learn a little bit more about who I am and my life and such. So, without further ado, let's get into the first question. The first question is by Brainrot Edits for Real. Why did you choose your name, and how, and what does it mean? Well, the GuerreroChimalli is actually a statue in Mexico City. I guess technically it's in the state of Mexico, in the municipio of Chimalhuacan. I don't really remember how to say that in English, but Chimalhuacan is like this city in Mexico, and there's this giant red statue, and the statue is the GuerreroChimalli. Um, Guerrero means warrior in Spanish, and Chimali means shield in the indigenous language Nahuatl. And so GuerreroChimalli translates in English to warrior shield, which is why I have a shield both on my skin and on the Badline cosmetic. Um, and I chose that because when I lived in Mexico a couple years ago, um, I actually lived in Chimalhuacan, and the first thing I saw was the GuerreroChimalli. I thought that's super cool. I went inside of it because it's a tourist, like a tourist site. I went up to the top, um, and you could like look out the windows and look at the city, which is why you see like the little dots um, on the right side of the GuerreroChimalli's arm. They're actually windows. So yeah, that's what that means. BloodFX asks, when is a Q&A video coming? Well, I think that answers that question. When is the Bed Wars? When is the playing Bed Wars with a steering wheel coming? I don't know if I'll ever do that because I don't even know how Technoblade managed to play Minecraft with a steering wheel. But sometimes, if I play too much Bed Wars in a given amount of time and I'm driving on the road, when I am like trying to look for other cars like in the rear view mirrors or like the side view mirrors, I feel like it's the same as like looking at F5. It's really weird. It's like a weird feeling. Prot 10 Bed Wars asks, how far are you planning to go in YouTube and will you face reveal at 1,000 subs? I actually was planning to face reveal at 1,000 subs. Um, if people ask, of course. But I thought it would be kind of cool, and I'm really excited to hit 1,000 subs, hopefully before the end of the year. Lee Rocky 98 asks, favorite collab? Be careful how you answer this. Well, obviously, my favorite collab was with Lee Rocky 98. You should check his channel out. I'll link it in the description. But I made a video a couple months ago of me carrying a noob in Bed Wars. He was the noob, and the carry did not go very well. We did not win, and it turns out he was trolling me the whole time. But that was a pretty fun collab to make, and I really enjoyed editing the video as well. Face reveal when? Also 1,000 subs. Name reveal when? Well, if you pay attention in my videos, the people who I play with, my friends who I play with, they know my name. So it's not a secret. It's Ian. So if you ever like just call me Ian, that's fine. Banana 4 Owl asks, are you ever planning to try other games on a second channel or on this one? Also with that question, do you play any other games? I probably wouldn't post footage from other games on this channel or any others. I mostly just play Minecraft, mostly just Bed Wars. I have bought a couple other games, but I've barely touched them. Like Harry Potter Legacy is one of them, because I have a really nice PC, so it can handle playing like demanding games. But I just don't have a nice enough monitor where it's like where the image isn't blurry, and so it's not really. I haven't found a setup for cheap enough that I can afford to be able to play other games. So really to answer that question, I mostly just play Bed Wars. I love that I'm just you probably love that I'm one dimensional. Dungeon asks, least favorite prestige color. I would say Iron Prime Prestige because it's white and boring, but it's also nostalgic because the first Prestige ever is Iron Prestige. So probably not that. I wasn't a huge fan of Crystal Prestige 700 stars because it's pink. I don't dislike pink. I just didn't think it looked very good as a prestige color. I think it looks better at 1700 stars, but not 700. Um, so yeah. Z Ericsimix. Sorry if I pronounced that weirdly. Not sure how that's supposed to be said. He asks, how many channels do you have? And when did you start? Well, technically, this is my second channel. My first channel is just like where I used to post videos of just whatever, like mostly of like music stuff. And when did I start YouTube? I started YouTube this channel just over 2 years ago. I think it was in like February of 2023. But you can just check in the bio of the channel to see when I first started when I posted my first video. Lou the Fantastic asks, how old are you? I'm 24, which I know, guys, that's really old. Still playing Bed Wars at 24, but please don't judge. Do you have a girlfriend? You could say that. I might come back to this question later. Are you ever gonna reach 2,000 stars? I think that would be nice, but that would be a lot of Bed Wars to still have to play. How far are you planning on going with your channel? Honestly, I'd like to go with this channel as far as possible. It would be nice to hit YouTube rank, but of course that's at least a year or two away. That is if we consistently grow and if the community doesn't totally fizzle out. Last but not least, how long have you been playing Bed Wars? I've been playing Bed Wars since I think November of 2020. A couple of my IRL friends introduced me to the game and I was hooked because I wanted to get better, and so I watched videos of how to get better, like from Purple to Gamer Boy 80, and the rest is history. Bed Wars 80 asks, how many Bed Wars? Q Wordy Jeff MC. When are you going to add me on Hypixel / anything else? Please do. Will you do a face reveal? Yes, I will do a face reveal. Yes, I can add you. If that's your IGN, that's fine. I have my like all invite, not all invite, but like friend requests on. So if you like friend request me and I recognize your IGN, I'll add you. TCD991_72 asks, what times are you online? I'm usually online between like 7 a.m. EST and like 4 p.m. EST, because that's usually like during the day when I'm free the most. It also depends on when I have classes. Do you party with viewers? I do, actually. Usually if people want to like hang out or whatever, I'll play a couple of games with them. I don't do it like a ton because people don't ask me that often, but a lot of my viewers know that I do play with them. Link Z asks, why are you the goat of Bed Wars? You know, I think it's because I just really enjoyed this game, and I've watched hundreds of hours of Bed Wars videos and, you know, played probably over 1,000 hours of this game. And so I'm just very used to developing strategies and everything like that. So that's probably why I'm so good. Anyway, don't look at my stats, please. Can you add me? Yes, I can add you. Lee Rocky 98. Most fun video to make. That's a hard one. I really enjoyed editing the video where Jones and I fight Zolkers from like 2 or 3 months ago. That was a really fun video to make. I actually edited it, the whole thing myself. And I was really proud of how it turned out. JW4D asks, obligatory setup question. PC specs, keyboard, etc. Just curious. Well, my computer, which I built over a little over 2 years ago, has a Ryzen 5600 as a CPU. The GPU is an RTX 3060 Ti, which I sniped on eBay for $300, which was actually a pretty good deal at the time. And B550 motherboard, not that anyone cares. I have 32 gigs of RAM, 3 terabytes of storage, and a pretty awesome looking case, which I chose myself. Um, and I play on a 280 hertz monitor, 1080p monitor, which is part of the reason why I'm so good at Bed Wars, you guys. And then my keyboard, well, I have a bunch of different keyboards, and I'll make a video showcasing them later. But right now I'm using the Ducky, what is it called? Ducky 1-2 Mini? Yeah, something like that. And I use the Glorious Model O as my mouse as well. Also, do you play anything besides Minecraft? Not really. I play board games. Could you see yourself making content for other games on this channel? Probably not. Unless I like really become passionate about a game. But the thing is, GuerreroChimalli is like my brand, and so I kind of want to stick to that. Dry Clean Only asks, "You're really into music, right? How did that start? Is that something you want to pursue professionally? I think you mentioned before this YouTube thing is kind of a hobby for you. Do you ever see yourself creating music-oriented content on here?" That is a good question. Yes, I'm into music. I play the trumpet. I really, really, really like jazz music. Is that something I'm going to pursue professionally? Yes, it is. I'm actually graduating tomorrow when this video comes out. In music with a degree in music. And so yeah, that's what I'd like to make money doing in my life. Yes, YouTube's kind of a hobby for me, and would I ever make music-oriented content on here? Not on this channel, but on my like personal or IRL channel, I do post videos of me playing the trumpet occasionally. I haven't done it in a long time, but I do have like concerts and stuff that I've uploaded on there. Basilisk asks, "What inspired you to pursue the ultimate goal of being an absolute nerd?" Ooh, depends on what kind of nerd you're talking about. If it's music, well, there's a rabbit hole there that I probably won't go into because most of my viewers probably aren't music nerds like I am. If you are, leave a like and a comment, and we can strike up a conversation or something. But with Bed Wars and Minecraft, I do feel like I'm a pretty big nerd because I've always, anytime I have like a big passion, I always want to learn like everything I can about that one thing, whether it's music or Minecraft mechanics. I used to be a huge nerd with like building farms and knowing like Minecraft mechanics back in the day until I got bored and then got into Bed Wars, and it's just been Bed Wars since. Anani asks, with the watermelon jokes, would you rather you were blue? No. My friends sometimes make fun of me because the GuerreroChimalli sometimes looks to other people like a watermelon or a strawberry or something, some fruit, because like the skin looks like it's red like a watermelon or a strawberry, and it looks like there's seeds, but they're actually windows. um, Kotori Nehleb asks 2K stars when? Well, according to Statalytics, whatever that Discord bot is called, I am projected to hit 2,000 stars in June of next year. We'll see if that ever happens. Finally, Balbir Singh 4969 asks, "How old are you?" 24 years old. "And will you ever go for a leaderboard spot in the future?" Probably not lifetime leaderboard, no, because that would require an insane amount of playing, which I'm an adult, and so I don't have that kind of time. I do this as a hobby. I play Bed Wars because it's fun. Um, Sometimes I play Bed Wars too much, but um, I am on the leaderboard for the Selfish Challenge because I feel like that's a lot more of a realistic leaderboard. Just took me a couple months of casual grinding, nothing too crazy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's been a lot of fun to make. I really enjoyed the questions you guys have asked. Oh, I guess I do have to return to one of the questions I said I would address. Lou the Fantastic asked, "Do you have a girlfriend?" Yes, but I'm actually married. So there's the big reveal. I have a wife, not just a girlfriend. We've been married for about 2 years now, kind of as long as this channel has been. And I think in the future I'll make a video talking a bit about our relationship and our love story and everything, if you guys would like that. Um, yeah. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to drop a like, a comment, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe so we can hit 600 subs soon. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.